자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 워싱턴 경기 11월 30일 경기 한번 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 휴가 갔다 오고 나서 오랜만에 NBA 플레이 한번 해봤는데
Welcome to the
확실히
2K20 Thanksgiving special. We are talking about what we're
쉽지
thankful for
않네요.
this week.
아니면
What are you
골든
thankful for, Chris?
스테이트로
Lots of
해서
things.
그런지
Health,
몰라도
family, friends, and of
마이애미한테
course,
그렇게
I
크게
think I
질 줄
know what you're gonna
몰랐는데
say.
I am gonna say it. The cover athlete,
이번에
Anthony
레이커스로
Davis. My
경기할
Lakers are
때는
back,
좀
and I love it so much.
수월하지 않을까 싶습니다. 마이애미의 선전 슈퍼들이 생각보다 많네요.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans.
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place.
And seeing where Washington is, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the center. Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. Washington with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, a surprising victory. Looking like they'd go away easily, but boy, did they come on strong in the fourth. Big-time momentum just carrying them all the way for the win. Exciting basketball.
Well, the night before Thanksgiving, Clark, how many plates of food you think you're going to put away tomorrow?
나이스.
You know, I don't think about it in that regard, Kevin, but what I did love about Thanksgiving was gathering with the family. Obviously, the food was terrific. We typically did chicken and dressing or turkey and dressing along with all of the other fixings, but what I loved most was the day after when you could have the leftovers. Because as you well know, the
데이비스 벌써
leftovers
블락
sometimes
두 개.
can be better than the actual meal after they've had a chance to sit for a day.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
On defense, the Wizards. Davis finds McGee. Green against Thomas. Kicks it out to James. Clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Wizards have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. LeBron against Beal. Brown outside. Outside for Beal. Here's the three. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
James outside. Banked in off the
나이스
glass.
역시.
Boy, you got to do more than that to
James.
stop LeBron. I mean, he's
일부러는
strong,
짱이다.
and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
Thomas against LeBron. Here's Hachimura. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. Well, you look at Hachimura. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Yeah, rebounding always transfers and translates to the next level. He's been a bull in a china shop, out working, out hustling guys, and he's really got terrific instincts to the basketball.
Here's Green, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Inside, here's Beal.
아이고,
That's
뚫렸다.
good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Beal's got his second basket.
Yes, you do. That pass on point on time. Thomas good at putting his teammates in the position to score.
It's LeBron with the drive. And McGee kicks to James. Trying to get open is Davis. Offensive rebound. McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Beal can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field.
And you look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Here's Beal following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. To the left side wing. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Davis. Beal from long range. It doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
Wizards trail by 4. The Wizards working the ball around now, and that one's good. Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot.
Oh, right,
who
yeah.
can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Here's McCray. Buries it down low. Lakers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Cook kicks to Howard. Inside and off the glass. That one's good. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Concentrating on expanding his game. When Howard is making this shot, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Bonga. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Cook. And he converts the layup. Here's Bonga. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Bertens. It's Miles on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. And that's good. C.J. Miles for three.
Perfect arc on the long ball from Miles. His form is textbook perfect.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 2nd in blocks, 7th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Now, here's Bertans. He had 16 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Smith is checked in. .27 seconds left in the first. And it's Miles missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. Well, last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
11 seconds left to play in the first. The pass to Wagner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff.
I always feel like I got it. Always.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got C.J. Miles. Now there's Bertans out there with Wagner. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Bonga in at the three spot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, with John Wall sidelined for most of the season recovering from injury, the Wizards are going to need new players to step up. One of them that they hope will do so is their first-round pick, Rui Hachimura. Hachimura didn't start playing basketball until he was 13 years old. He was a baseball player. He's the first Japanese-born player to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft. And he only played a little bit in Japan before he went to Gonzaga, where he starred for Mark Few. Now the Wizards are hoping that he can be a star on and off the court in Washington.
And D.A., you and I were talking that Few really had a nice impact on Hachimura. Thanks for the report. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. LeBron comes in for Davis, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Troy Brown's checked in for C.J. Miles. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Beal gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss. Lakers trail by 3. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A sharpshooter with a quick trigger release. Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Brown wide open. He fires. Hachimura tries yet again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Here's Rondo following the bucket by the Wizards. James Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Rondo.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
LeBron passes to Rondo. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Bryant against McGee. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons. Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size. And lately that just hasn't been the case.
Quinn Cook's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Washington. There's Beal with the 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Outside, Beal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Wizards.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Hachimura. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. Number 1, the Wizards.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Here's McRae. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Thomas down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates, coaches, and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Here's McCray following the basket by Anthony Davis. That one falls. McCray's got the lead back up to 4 now for Washington.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Davis. And Wagner pulls it down.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Hachimura, no good. The Lakers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And then for Washington, Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. And it's C.J. Miles in for Isaiah Thomas.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
Here's Caruso. He averages about 5 points a game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bertans. Pass to Bonga. Pass to Wagner. Fires it up. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wagner's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. Right side Davis. Got it up. Gets it off. That'll do it for the first half.
아, 꼬였다 갑자기. 아, 또 이러면 안 돼.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams.
레이커스 지면 안 되는데.
And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Well, last season we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates in Wall's absence.
James, no good. Wizards leading by 9. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Now here's James. 11 points in the game. Now Thomas. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Beal. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
McGee with it. Now Thomas defending. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from McGee.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
It's Thomas outside. Buries it from three-point range. Thomas got 5 now.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Washington is Smith. He's checked in for Thomas. Now here is Smith. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. And here's Brown outside. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Caldwell Pope shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Now, here's Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
So it's the Wizards now after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Smith. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here is McGee. He has 6. Offensive rebound.
아우.
And it's
그렇지.
McGee with the jam.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Smith against Rondo. Smith the pass to Hachimura. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem. But I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Howard. Out to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Cook from deep. And Wagner pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Wagner. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
.151 left in the 3rd quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Wagner. Good on the
아,
triple.
진짜
Wagner's got 7.
3점이 너무
Perimeter
강하네.
scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And they double up Davis. Here's Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards leading by 14. Pass to Miles. And stolen by Kuzma. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
They're getting a lot of their points
슬라이더
outside
진짜.
the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's McCray. Caruso grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 17. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Miles. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And good that time. Berton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside.
What you're doing is perfect.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Los Angeles guys shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. Travis Berton's out there.
야, 쟤 노마크에서 안 들어가면 좀
Then
너무하다.
there's CJ Miles. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Here's Caruso, defended by Miles. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. Knocked loose. Now, here's Miles. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Quinn Cook. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Miles outside. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
With the fadeaway. And it's Brown missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And you know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. For three, Caldwell Pope. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And Beal about a 25, 5-5 player last season, Greg. Most would agree that that's star-level production.
Those are Hall of Fame-esque numbers. I put him up there with Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. Fantastic scorer who does it with strong efficiency, and he's only getting better.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Hachimura, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Caldwell Pope dishes to Green. LeBron outside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Bryant. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Thomas passes to Beal. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Yeah, we'll see, though, Greg. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it, though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling. You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
He kicks it to Beal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Green, no luck. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Over LeBron. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Beal, that's for 2. That shot off. Good D by LeBron. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Shots good by Green.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Beal. Over Green. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Poked away. Beal against LeBron. Beal drives in, and the shot is good. Beal's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Thomas against Green. Thomas kicks to Brown. one falls coming off of Thomas's feet.
아, 3점
Thomas
진짜
got
말도 안 되게
his fifth
들어갔네.
assist in this one. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Great G that time from Davis.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
He dishes it to Green.
아,
Off the mark
그린.
there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Thomas passes to Beal. Here's Hachimura. And Thomas now, top of the key. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And again, Washington, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Elevating his aggressiveness and level of play in moments like this. LeBron, as clutch as they come.
And he commits the intentional foul. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And here are the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. Target with
아이고,
his three.
3점 너무 안 들어간다.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
네?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Ah,
And due to the bonus,
오랜만에
we will head to
봤다.
the line for 2. It's the first. That stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
That is just a
선수도
careless
다
turnover.
뺐네.
You've got to be
야,
smart
이경진
in
포기했나
those
보다.
exchanges.
Here's Wagner. And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
아,
Not necessarily a
레이커스로 진 건
runaway
좀
win, but
충격적인데.
one they'll feel.
자, 이렇게 해서 NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 워싱턴 경기 11월 30일 경기 플레이 해봤고요. 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.